I will say this, Brian, and I think you've confirmed this before. If Jerry Jones is talking about something in his interviews schematically, that's something he's hearing in his meetings, and it's top of mind. He is bringing up Brandin Cooks and wanting to see him more involved. So I think this has been coming up in staff meetings of we need to make sure we're getting the ball down the field to Brandin Cooks a little more.
No, I think you're absolutely right. I think the thing that Brandin Cooks has run some routes. If you're one of those guys or gals that really likes analytics and numbers and stuff like that, Brandin Cooks has been running routes that are actually been deeper. And so it's just a matter of, Brandin Cooks, I know for a fact when you went back, and I think you saw this too, when you watched the All-22, Brandin Cooks was open on the Luke Schoonmaker drop.
Yeah.
In the end zone. He was open. I mean, he had separation, on the outside. And the thing is, I think with Brandin Cooks is that he is running routes that are further down the field. When you watch him, the way that he's, in these games, and I was just kind of going through the charts and stuff like that with him, this year. And there are routes where he's taken it, 20 plus. There's some stuff that he's done, in that 15 to 20 range that he's, the success that he's had, has been kind of in between that, really between the, 5 to 15. That's where, but there have been routes where he's run them further down the field. They just haven't materialized like we thought that they might. We thought that there was going to be a lot of, deep shots and stuff like that. But, he's run 30-yard routes. He's run 20-yard routes, that have been, incomplete. That the 20-yard route that he had, it was an incomplete pass, but getting him going, I think is really key. And how you get him going, with that ability, like I said, the ability to take advantage of his speed. Like I said, he's had routes, a couple of different times, just if again believe in analytics and things like that, where he's running it for over 35 yards a route. He had a 31-yard route. He's had several routes that have been run at the 20-yard. A lot of things kind of underneath. His catches really have all been kind of underneath, but there are routes that have gone to the 20 and then beyond, but they need to hit on some of those routes.
Absolutely, and I think that's what Jerry's emphasis is about. That means that's coming up in these meetings. And look, they've wanted to do it. We pointed it out after the Arizona game. The start of the second drive, they did a play action boot, and they wanted to hit Cooks. The safety just happened to roll over. They've tried to hit it because it's a waste of resources if you don't use him in that fashion. And so that's where that comes down to.